So after this H2, the header news, maybe we have a span tag for like a date of when this article was posted. So we'll say to, I don't know what today's date is, 2011. Then after that, we can have a paragraph tag, and we need something to copy and paste. I'm just gonna go to this website that I had, and I'm just gonna copy and paste whatever they have here. Okay. So we're gonna have to style the span tag real quick. So after this paragraph and our text and links, we'll say span, and we're gonna give it the same thing as this paragraph tag. And we're gonna give it a text. We'll give it a font style of italic. So that's italic. And maybe inside of this cool paragraph tag we have a cool link, href, and we're not linking it anywhere right now, so we're just going to say cool link. Let's give our wrapper background of white. So we'll say white there. Alright. So then when you hover over that cool link, you still get that hover effect that we made earlier. Underline. And maybe you want to copy and paste this multiple times. So then you have several articles. And then they're kind of crowded through here, so we'll give the paragraphs. We actually only want paragraphs that are in the right div. So in this right div, we only want to target these paragraphs really, so we don't get confused later. So we'll just put right here. So every paragraph in our right content, we're going to target that and give it some margin bottom 10 or 20 pixels, say that. Cool. Now we got some space here. So in our matches, maybe we got like some win and losses of some sort. We'll do that. Yeah, we'll do that now. So right after this H2, I actually have a clip of some tables of some win and losses here, and there they are. I don't ever actually type a table myself. I typed it once and then I just copy and paste it every time I want a new table. So maybe you'd want to go online and find your own table that you'd want to use. But inside of this table I have here, every table starts with a T header. Inside that T header, T head, TH, and you have table row. Inside that table row you have table headers. And that's our team wins and losses there, which is right there. And then after your T header, you have T bodies. So we have a bunch of T bodies. You have a TR. Inside that TR, you have TD. And then every other row, I have a class of odd. I give that a different color later, you'll see. So in our content here, I'm going to style. I actually have another clip that copies my CSS from my table there. So here's all the styling that I do for my table. I give it a border collapse, a width of 100% right now, text line center, background color CCC, font size, some basic table right here. So I give it a cool hover effect right now. Maybe I want that hover effect to be background color. Alright, awesome. And to copy and paste this code, you can just copy this code that I have, or you can just not add this element in here. And then every other row, for good measurement, has it's striped. So you have that class of odd. Our table row has a class of odd. Every other one. This one doesn't. This one does. So this one has a slider gray. Good usability issue here. And maybe after matches, you'd have copy and paste this H2. So after table, maybe you have a cool image. I don't know what image you would have, but I'm going to target my images folder, and I'm going to pull shark image.jpg, give that an alt. We need an alt for the validate. Set image, and we'll give it a width. Our width right now is 300, and we'll give it a height of 200, and we'll close that self-closing tag. Spelled shark wrong. High five me. Alright, cool. And probably want to change this to like a cool picture, images, or something you'd want. But then right after that, let's say we want something else, an H2. Maybe this is a roster? I don't know. And inside of this roster, we have a list of people. So maybe we have an LI. This guy's name is Brian. LI of Chris. LI of Dave. And one more. Rick. Cool. And then we want to style that. So if we want to grab, we want to target this UL as inside of our left. So after left here, we're going to say left UL. We want a list style position of inside, and then that brings it inside, it lines up. And then we want to say list style type none, give it none of those little dots there, and then we want to target the left UL LI. Say these are anchors. Maybe you can click on them and they actually have a page. That'd be kind of cool. I'm not going to give them a page, but you can give them a page yourself. I'm just going to copy this href. So now each one of these are clickable. Each one of these names and these LI. Okay, now I can click on each one of those, and you can barely see it, so I'm going to target these A's that are in the LIs. We'll give them a font size of 1.5 EMs. We'll give them a color 444. Alright, cool. And we'll give them a hover effect. So inside the ULLIA, we want to give it a background color of this cool green that we have. And a text decoration of none. Shit, none. And on these A's, you'd want to display them block, so they cover up the whole line. So display block. Awesome. And I did that on the wrong line, so you'd want to put that on this one, and you want to give this a hover. Cool. Maybe we'll give this some padding, 10 pixels. We just want top and bottom, so maybe just 5 pixels. Top and bottom, and 0 pixels in the left and right. Alright, we got a cool little hover effects here. So we got a cool table, we got a roster, we got some pictures, we got some news. The only thing we're missing here is a background, and let's see here. We'll give this a 444 so it matches all the rest of ours. We'll give that a color of FFF, which is white. Cool. And let's give this cool background. So I'm going to make a new document. Right now our width is 960, so I'm going to go make a background shadow. So to do this background shadow, I'm going to give it a fixed size of 960 pixels here. 960, and I'm going to make a new layer. I'm going to color it white or black, or it doesn't matter. And I'm going to select that layer. I'm going to press shift and the left arrow key. Boom. That brings it over 10 pixels. So now I can hold shift and my left arrow key, my right arrow key, and moves it over 10 pixels. So I know this is center. But just to make sure it's center, we'll double click this layer, unlock it, highlight both these layers, and click this little guy up here. And that will center it in the middle of our page. And then we want to give this a drop shadow of no distance and 10 pixels. We'll give it 100% and we'll give it normal. And then we'll merge these two layers together. So select them both by holding shift, right click on it, and merge layers. And then we're going to copy, or we're going to get the crop tool over here, and we're just going to crop off a little sliver of this guy. Whoa, timeout. We're going to back up 2 steps and get rid of this background white color, and then we're going to merge them. Yeah. Okay. It just gave us some weird merge layer. So we're going to take advantage of that. And then we're going to crop this layer. And this can be really small because I'm going to copy and paste it multiple times. So let's save this as a PNG up here. PNG 24. Save it in our images folder. And we'll give this, we'll call it body background, or body back. So in our CSS, all the way up top, we're going to give this a background. Not an attachment, a background. We're going to give it no color. I'm just going to say URL. We're going to go into the images folder, and we're going to get body back.png, and we're going to repeat X. No, we're going to repeat Y, and we want it placed center of the screen. I spelled back wrong. So now we have this cool drop shadow all the way on the edge of our site. And to see how that kind of works, if you just did that, it would repeat itself. That's one problem that you don't want. Repeat Y. That repeats at Y, but it's not in the center of the page. So we want center. And gives us a cool background.